Hey YouTube, Israel back again with another fragrance review. Today I got a classic. It was released in 1989. I was 9 years old when this fragrance came out, so I really don't remember it. But I've heard some good things about this one, and it was so cheap, and I needed to just get my nose. I never smelled it before. I don't know how. I'm sure I might have smelled it in passing here and there, but just didn't know what it was. And just going to different stores, I would see it on the shelf, and it was super cheap, like $8 for like a 1.7 ounce. And then I would hear so much stuff about it online and just in reviews and stuff like that, and how much of a powerhouse it was. So I had to smell it, and I heard that it was compared to lots of different things, and I just had to smell for myself. So this particular fragrance that I'm talking about today is none other than Sung Homme. Sung Homme was released in 1989, like I said before. This thing has a ton of notes in it. I'm going to try to get through all of them without having you guys fall asleep on me. So the top notes consist of caraway, juniper berries, pepper, artemisia, basil, sage, bergamot, lemon, galbanum, bay leaf, and petitgrain. The mids are aldehydes, carnations, jasmine, caraway, rose, pine tree, pine needles, geranium, and spicy notes. And the base consists of leather, sandalwood, fir, patchouli, musk, oak moss, vetiver, and cedar. So just from reading all these notes, it's you without even smelling it, you can probably know it's going to smell really green, which it does. So and you automatically think of forest, when you got the fir and the sandalwood and the pine tree needles and the pepper and the lemon and the bergamot. Here it is right here. Sorry. This is Sung Homme. Not a terribly fantastic looking bottle, pretty plain. But you know what? Like the juice inside, it's so funny. It's like such a small package, but it's like this big. It's humongous. So let's get a spray of this stuff really quick. Yeah, I mean, you don't need much of this stuff. Off the top, it just smells green. I mean, it almost made me sneeze there. That's how strong it is. It's super clean, citrusy, invigorating. It's very sharp. I mean, it can be pungent. It can be cloying as well. So you have to be careful whenever you wear this stuff. Don't spray too much of it. But it is what people say it is. People said it lasts forever. People say it's a sillage beast, which it is. It does smell a little dated because I guess just because whenever you smell this stuff, you do think of some people wearing it back in the late 80s, early 90s, if not, older gentlemen today. But nonetheless, it still smells fresh and clean. And it's been compared a lot to Zest and to Irish Springs. I don't have any Irish Springs on me, but it's been compared a lot to Irish Springs and to Zest, which I don't have a problem with because whenever I think of those smells, I automatically think of clean soap, like you just got out of the shower, like you just got finished taking a bath or a shower, but you're just clean and you're fresh and you're ready to go, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. I mean, I guess people could try to make a case for that and say, oh, well, I don't want to smell clean all the time, and I could just look at it and be like, what do you want to stink? You want to smell dirty, like BO? Because I'd rather smell like fresh and clean like Irish Springs or Zest than nothing. And this stuff lasts all day. It's like 8 hours. The sillage, 3 hours, 3.5 hours probably. You have a good scent trail behind you. But the biggest thing is the price. I mean, it's a 1.7 bottle. This thing was $8. It was $7.99. And this bottle, I mean, you probably need 3-4 sprays max. So this bottle will last you at least a year, I think. I mean, unless you use it every day, and maybe not. But the price you can't beat. And it's so sad that there's fragrances that can't be this strong. Like, to where, you don't need that much to make it work, That's what I look for in fragrances. Like, that's why I buy tons of extremes or eau de parfums. or intense versions of colognes because I want them to last. This is just a regular cologne and it lasts forever. So that was the biggest thing with me. Um, so yeah, I think it's a good scent. It's super good, super cheap for the price. I suggest trying it out if anything. I think it's good for adults, but I also, which this people might disagree with me on this one, but I think it'd be a good first scent for a kid, like a middle schooler. Doesn't wear cologne, he wants to move into wearing a cologne. I think this is perfect. Why? One, because it's super inexpensive. You won't have to buy your kid a expensive cologne because he wants to try one out. Two, I remember when I was a kid, I was like 12, no, I was like 11 or 12 when I tried my first cologne. It was Preferred Stock. I said that in an earlier video. And I remember, when I was trying to find an identity. So, and I wanted to attract the ladies, I was a kid and I wanted to talk to girls. So, I went with that cologne. It was pretty strong, But if I had this stuff back then, I think I would have worn this because, when you're a kid, you want to be an adult. Just like when you're an adult, you want to be a kid, And I think when you're a kid and you wear something like this, it projects, and you want to get noticed. And I think if anything, you'll smell like you just took a shower. And there, again, with a kid who's 10, 11, 12, there's nothing wrong with that. And most kids smell this and they just think it's soap. Or, hey, he must just got out of the shower. He's clean. You can't hate the guy for that. So I think it'd be a safe buy for a kid. It's super cheap, and a couple of sprays, you can't go wrong. It has good projection, so if there's any little ladies out there that want to talk to him, they could smell it. So I just think it'd be a good buy for a kid. I'm probably wrong. That's my opinion. No big deal. I don't like the purple color. I do like it in another sense, I guess. Maybe if it was Joop. Or Yope, whatever you guys call it. Not so much this one. I wouldn't have gone with the green juice because that'd be too obvious. But I think I would have maybe liked to seen it maybe in a clear juice or maybe the gold colored juice. But I don't know. But I guess this has its own identity. It being purple. Somebody called it the Purple Monster on Fragrantica. So, but I think this is a good little. It's a little hidden gem. I mean, it's like a little cheap buy. You keep it in your car as a backup. It doesn't. I mean, a little goes a long way with this stuff. Like I said before, I wish there was more fragrances that lasted long like this one, because nowadays everyone's trying to save on ingredients and save on, and everything's synthetic, and I just wish there was more fragrances that were just beast, so you wouldn't have to keep buying them, or they wouldn't just smell watered down, and that's a big thumbs down for me whenever fragrances don't last very long. I mean, you go through all the trouble of making a bottle and having having a perfume make a cologne for you, mix all these notes together, and market it and distribute it, and it doesn't last long. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's silly. You want to be, if you're going through all that trouble, make it last long. Like this one. And it's funny, this one lasts long, and it's only $8 for a 1.7, and that's more than enough juice for me. It lasts me forever. So anyway, I think it's a good safe buy if you want to smell soapy, if you want to smell clean, if you want to smell pine needly, just all around green, woodsy. I mean, this stuff would be good. I mean, you can't go wrong with it, I wouldn't think, And it's a cheapie but a goodie. So anyway, that was Sung Homme. That was my little mini review on that. So anyway, I have a few more videos that I'm going to be doing here pretty soon. And please rate, comment, subscribe. Just let me know what you think about this video or any of my videos. Please, if you have any suggestions on something I should try out, let me know. I'll try to get my hands on it and get my nose on it. Anyway, until then, just keep an eye out for new videos coming out pretty soon. I'm going to try to knock a couple out this week. I'm going to have a busy weekend with music. So, anyway, so this is Israel, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.